Hey guys, I just wanted to shoot a quick video to go through some of what I see to be the main changes that are happening in the cold email marketing space in 2026, as things are getting very exciting with the amount of cool stuff that we can do these days with AI, but things are moving fast. So hopefully you're going to learn a few things in this video that will help you to take advantage of what's possible out there and help you to improve your campaigns. So firstly, we're all aware of it. AI personalization is becoming more and more mainstream. And I think it's gone from being a nice to have or something that people that were on the kind of forefront to actually an essential, because more and more emails are getting sent and it's just not enough to have the same generic templates that might have been viable a few years ago. And really, what you want to be using AI to do is firstly to actually gather intelligence on your prospects. You can do all this stuff in a tool like Clay, or you can use tools like Replit or Google Anti-Gravity to actually go and scrape websites, scrape LinkedIn profiles, gather a whole bunch of information on your prospect so you can get super precise and super honed in on your email copy. Because if you have email copy that speaks directly to your prospects' pain points, that's pointing out things that are happening in their industry or things that recently happened with their company, and you're actually tying that into the benefits of your service, guess what? You're going to have a much higher open rate than even just using AI for very kind of lightweight personalization. And in my agency, we use AI all the way from just doing intro personalized lines to actually writing the whole email. We've had a lot of success with campaigns that are written 100% by AI. What I will say, if you do that, you want to really make sure you're testing your prompts and reviewing the copy, because if you're going to be getting AI to write thousands of emails, it's not always cheap. So you want to check that, but also you want to be really confident that you've got your prompt really honed in. That's the first change. Secondly, I think leading with value now is, again, essential. Unless you have a really great product, you've got a strong brand or like a really sexy offer, I personally think that going straight for a book a call on a first email is not the way forward in 2026. I think you should be having a slightly lower friction call to action that makes it as easy as possible for them to say yes. And we're having a lot of success right now with lead magnets that we're able to create fairly quickly using AI. So a couple of examples: using tools like Manis, Parallel AI, Exa to pretty quickly drum up intelligence reports that you think will be useful to your prospect and that you can just quickly send to them. Again, this kind of stuff, I would say it's worth testing it before you make it. Test a bunch of different AI lead magnet ideas to figure out which ones are working, and then you can go and make it, especially if you're going to be doing number 2, which is building a micro app or a micro SaaS. Again, really simple now to use tools like Claude Code, Cursor, Lovable to actually just make an app that you can very quickly send to someone as a lead magnet. Possible example, an email finder tool offering free lookups from your database or anything else that's going to be relevant for your specific market and your specific service. Another thing, getting really good response rates at the moment for some of our campaigns, is just offering a free trial, but then building agentic workflows to make that super simple for you to fulfill on. So really, I think right now in 2026, it's about making it as easy as possible to say yes by providing value up front, not just personalization. If you can get them both right, you're in the money. Third change, data quality and intent signals mattering more than ever. It's not just here are all the CIOs in your space anymore, it's here are all the CIOs who have signaled recent buying intent based on company signals. Okay, and when I say company signals, I mean things like new hiring, new investment rounds, new location, new product, and there's a whole bunch of tools that you can use to actually figure that out, because you're going to have a much better success rate if you have had a very estimated guess as to what company is going to have higher buyer intent, rather than just going off simple firmographics. Use intent data, technographic data, and enrichment tools to target prospects, showing buying signals, not just firmographics. So not just they fit within this revenue range, they have an employee size of this is their title. I think that's not enough in 2026. I think you want to be getting really more honed in on intent signals. And again, if you do that, high response rates, better meeting quality, happy days. I think now a lot of sophisticated players in the space are complementing or enhancing cold email with other channels. So maybe they're doing a LinkedIn and a cold email campaign at the same time, or they're reaching out to positive leads on LinkedIn, getting them on the phone. I think the phone is a must. You want to be getting to leads as quickly as possible on the phone, but then also doing things like tagging leads for different reasons and then automatically sending them into sequence nurture campaigns to help you with your lead to appointment booking ratio. And then warm retargeting. A lot of people now will have a campaign for people who have provided a signal that they are a warm lead, such as visiting a website. And then content marketing. Again, if you want to get your cold email a little bit warmer, the best way to do that is to start building your brand, start putting out content on LinkedIn, on social media, working on your SEO, because guess what? The first thing, bless me, I think I'm going to keep that in the edit. The first thing that a warm prospect who gets your email and they're interested, they're going to, guess what? They're going on Google, they're going to do a bit of research to see if you're legit. And if you have a bunch of content in there and then you're easy to find and it's quality stuff, you're going to really help yourself when it comes to actually booking meetings and closing meetings. And then also paid media awareness campaigns. Some agencies, we've done it ourselves. If you're marketing to like a whopping great list, if you've got a list size of like 20K plus, you can stick that into Meta as a custom audience and run an awareness campaign so that, they're getting your email and then they think, oh, didn't I just see an ad from those guys the other day? So really just different ways to complement and actually enhance specifically just cold email. Change 5, good lead data, more critical than ever. More and more people are just using the same, we're all getting our data from similar sources. I don't think it's enough these days to just stick a symbol filter on Apollo or SalesNav because everyone else is doing that. You want to get more and more creative and start thinking more outside of the box where it comes to where you're getting your data from. So that could be, scraping a job board. We had a client, we found that we got a lot more success from companies that were already running ads. So we scraped the entire Facebook ads library of prospects who are running Facebook ads, and it made a big difference to our response rate. And then enriching with AI. As I mentioned, you can use AI to actually really hone in on the specifics of a business to make sure they really match your ICP. So for example, with that marketing agency that did the red light therapy, we were able to get really good data for them because we used AI to tell us out of all of the med spas that we scraped, how many of them actually use red light therapy. And then triple verifying your emails. A lot of services, when they have verification and they're not always accurate, oftentimes they're out of date. So it's just good practice to triple verify. Use a tool like ListMint, which actually allows you to figure out whether which of your catch-all emails are actually still valid, because oftentimes when you verify emails, there'll be maybe 20% of them or higher that could be in that catch-all. And rather than just binning them, you can use a tool like ListMint, which can actually tell you which ones of those are going to be more value. So you're actually getting more bang for your buck and more leads. And those are the types of leads that probably other email agencies are not using because they're not triple verifying their emails. So yeah, there you go. 5 changes that I think worth you guys knowing and where I see kind of the market is right now. Things are changing fast, so always good to kind of stay on top of it. But hopefully you had a few insights and ideas as to how you can improve your campaigns. If you are a B2B business and you're looking into cold email, maybe you're wondering if it's a viable channel for you, because just being completely open, it's not always a viable channel for every business. But if you're looking into it and you'd like to jump on a call, get your questions answered, I'm going to leave a link below so you can actually book a call with either myself or one of the team. I hope you found that useful, and I'll catch you in the next one.